So the Tokyo is one of the most defining tricks in the world of free skating, and it opens up so many doors for tricks, but more importantly, it teaches you how to be comfortable on your free skates. If you clicked on this video, number one, you probably want to learn how to Tokyo, but number two, you're probably making some or all of the mistakes I'm about to mention. So I'm going to tell you what those are as well as how to fix them. Mistake number one is going to be rushing the learning process. So even though I would consider the Tokyo to be a very fundamental trick, at the very beginning you can't exactly expect your legs to be comfortable in that cross position while you're doing something as uncomfortable as free skating. So there's two pieces of advice I have for you. Number one is go find a chair or a wall or a ledge or something that you can grab onto and just practice being comfortable in both of the Tokyo positions, the normal and then the inverse. And then while you're rolling, try your best to get as far as you can into these positions, but don't worry about going all the way just yet. Any progress is good progress. If you're not even crossing your legs, but you have them just an inch closer to crossing them, that's progress. And then ideally with each session, you should be getting a little bit closer and closer to your goal of learning the Tokyo. The next mistake is forgetting to use your front leg. So back when I first learned how to Tokyo, I would only use my back foot and try and cross it over my front foot. The problem with that is only one of your legs is doing the work, and therefore your balance is going to be way thrown off. As you bring your back leg forward, also bring your front leg backward equally so that your body stays centered. This goes for both the normal and inverse positions. On a similar note, the next mistake is going to be weight distribution. The Tokyo is a very unique trick in that it suddenly puts your center of mass in front of your front foot. Usually this means you're going to fall forward on your face, but with this trick, you just need to trust that that's where your weight needs to fall. Not only do you want to focus on the weight distribution going forward and backward, but also the weight distribution from your front to your back. So as you're attempting this trick and probably falling a bunch of times, try and experiment with where your weight is sitting. So try and fall towards your back or towards your front, or forwards or backwards. Just see if letting your weight fall in either of those four directions helps you hold the Tokyo longer. Now, it might be hard to know where your weight is falling and what you're doing wrong if you're not focusing on the next mistake, which is not filming yourself. Filming yourself is huge when it comes to free skating, and that is especially true with the Tokyo. After filming yourself, you should be able to easily see where your weight distribution is going wrong and be able to account for it in your future attempts. The next mistake is not taking advantage of foot placement. And what I mean by this is experimenting with where your toe and heel are on each skate. So for the normal Tokyo, when your back leg is coming forward in front of your body, you can try making it easier by putting your back foot on its heel and your front foot on its toe so that you can more easily enter the full position of a Tokyo. If you want to work on your inverse Tokyos, it would be the opposite. Your front leg that's coming backward in front of you would be on its heel, and your back leg that's coming forward behind you would be on its toe. The more you try this exercise, the easier it should be to get into your Tokyos, and then it should also be easier to complete your Tokyos in the form of a Tokyo drop off or Tokyo throw forward. Another thing you might not be doing already is experimenting with bending one leg and straightening the other leg. So whichever leg is coming out and in front of your body should be a little bit bent at the knee, and then the one that's coming behind you should be super straight and locked. This way, one of your legs is getting out of the way of the other, and you should be able to enter this position a lot more easily. As I said in the beginning, it'll be a good idea to just take your time with this trick. It's not going to come immediately, but I promise over time, as you start to sprinkle this in your practice sessions, it'll really start to become easier. And when you're not practicing the Tokyo, you can focus on some more in-between tricks that'll really level up your free skating progress, just like the tricks we mentioned in this video. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions at all in the comments, and roll with us.